make moves. Doobie don't snooze. It's on your back, cause they hate you. Dog break through, son get through. But don't break.
Yeah. Once again, this is Parlay with us, man. You got me, Mr. Beans. You got Stony Crooks. You got Sean Doe and Hustle Stacks. We back at it again. Another Sunday, another live. What's going on, fellas? As y'all see the title, we got I just put that little thing out there based on me hearing the noise out there in the news about if Hunter lands in our lap, you know, what we think about that. Then we got the NFL Week 10 recap. We're going to go over the slate on some decent games that happened today. And we're going to have some NBA talk. I heard my guys on the chat going back and forth about a good game that happened today. The Celtics took on Milwaukee Bucks. So at one point, I think the Bucks was leading that game. So we'll talk about that. And from what Stacks put in there, it seems like I don't know if Tatum did anything, but I don't know if I don't know the outcome. You guys was talking about it. That's why I said save it for the show. And you guys can give me y'all breakdown of what y'all think about that Celtics game today. So let's get it started, man. We can start with the Hunter talk, but let's start with week 10. Let's start with week 10. And we can throw the Hunter talk in there with the Patriots. So when we get into the Patriots talk. So let's talk with week 10. This is they had some decent games on the slate during this week, guys. I don't know what you guys think about it. I'm sure you Stacks and Cook probably was able to partake in a lot of the games this afternoon. And if you guys want to take the lead on where we should start, if you want to start with the Patriots, it was the 1 o'clock game. It was in our region. Let's start with the Patriots.
We got to start there, man. We always got to start there.
I know that's where we're going to start. I just want to feel the atmosphere. I want to see, you know what I mean? I got to feel the atmosphere. You see the difference in the studio right now. I made a little bit of change. I threw the pats in the backdrop, you know what I mean? And, got a little change going on. So with that, still, I don't care if we 3 and whatever. I'm still repping it, So like we always do.
And first and foremost, happy salute to all the veterans out there that defended this country from foreign or domestic enemies. So happy. I appreciate you guys, man.
Yes. Happy Veterans Day. I have a lot of friends that are veterans. I got, like you said, peoples that I know that's in the military. We got a friend of ours that we grew up with is a lifelong military vet. Not lifelong, he's a military. He was been in the military since we left high school. And now he's a veteran. That's David Taylor. David, if you're watching the show, man, if you're still keeping up with us, he might be on deployment again. This dude's like, I think he's with the Green Beret or some shit like SEAL Team 6. Because every 1 minute he's around, and next thing you know, he's gone. So I don't know what's up with that dude. So shout out to my boy David. You know what the deal is, right? So yeah, man, like you said, one love to the veterans who put their life on the line for the freedoms that we were able to benefit on. That's enough said. So Patriots guys, what do you think about today's games? I mean, I liked what I seen out of it today. It was a little slow in the beginning. I thought maybe more could have happened, but it's a good process. I like the process, put it that way. And the defense seemed like in the beginning, right? In the beginning of the game, the defense seemed like they was going to get weakened up again at that run, right? When you seen that they started to try to act like they wanted to run the ball up the gut, and we kind of got whoever that kid Farms. Yeah. So that dude Farms, he came to play. I don't know where they snatched him from, but he came to play today. He showed up that defensive line today.
Somebody fucking practice squad, probably.
Yeah. No, for real, but he came to play those Stacks though. Like he did. He was on. He was on Williams's ass, yo.
Yeah, and shout out to the Patriots, 9 sacks today, man. They
9 sacks.
Sacked the quarterback 9 times today. They finally put the pressure that we've been hoping they would do at some point. The defense played well, man. They only held this team to 3 points. And shout out to that defense, man. They showed up today. They played a clean game on the road against a team that, they're a formidable team. I mean, they was 4-4. They was making a good run. I mean, they were great at home. I mean, they got a winning streak at home that we broke. So they played well at home, and on top of everything, it was the battle of the 2 top draft picks this past season. So shout out to May for winning that matchup. Shout out to that Patriots defense, man. This is a defense that we was hoping that we would see at some point this season.
Yeah, shout out to the defense. They did play well. Man, I'm telling you, Chicago, I don't even know how they have 4 wins, to be honest with you. Somebody must have laid down or something. Right now.
A lot of them at home. There was a lot of them were home wins too. They was great at home. They played great at home.
I don't know what it is with that team, Crook, but to lose like that with them pieces. Because they got pieces on that team.
They do.
And
I heard a little bit of rumbling about saying that maybe they gave up on him. Maybe he should have been benched.
No, they can't bench him.
You can't bench him now.
You can't bench him. You got he's the
they said Bryce Young got benched and he came back and won 2 good games.
But Bryce Young, he had a lot of run.
He sure did. I
watched that game.
Yeah, but Bryce Young had a season's worth of run. I mean, he had plenty of playing time. I mean, this guy a whole year as a starter. I mean, he had a whole year under his belt, and then he's struggling in the second season. So yeah, he deserved to get benched. His together, but Williams, this is his first year, so they got to play him.
Yeah, you know what? I'm real quick. My take on the Patriots, what I'm happy about, man, and what the fan base should be happy about is no matter what's been going on, it's been up and down. Obviously, it's been a building, injuries and all that, but they played hard every week. You know what I'm saying? As far as defensively, I know they were soft against the run, and I think if you want to, for a few weeks there, if you want to give them shit for that, it is what it is. But injuries no one's been given an injury excuse. But the fact that we're 3-7 now, and it seems like we're trending in the right direction. They didn't give up on the coach. There was a point there. It could have went either way, fam. The media here makes it more bigger than it is, but Jabril Peppers getting in trouble and Barmore off the field shit. I'm not blaming Mayo for I'm just saying shit that was happening.
That's not. I don't think that's on the.
Yeah, but my point is
off the field stuff.
My point is this. Let me finish my point real quick. Is that we're 1 win away from what we were last year. I'm looking at 6 wins. That's what I'm looking at as a gambler. But even if they get 4 or 5 wins, it looks like it's trending the right way. You got the quarterback. If you find a few developmental pieces, Stacks is, was joking about, which is true though. Practice squad. That kid, I forget the lineman. Is it Brown? The white boy they picked off the.
Yeah, he's getting better. He's getting better.
He's getting better, man. So if you pick a few of those pieces that we weren't expecting, not that they weren't expecting to, they signed these cats, so they were expecting to. There's a dude named Pettis in the secondary.
He was there last year. He was actually all right last year.
So that's what I'm looking at. Little developmental pieces. Win a few games. I don't want to lose any games. Let's win as many as we can. If we end up with 4 or 5, obviously the more you win, the more for the culture of the team and the confidence of the locker room. Forget what we think and immediate things. It's what they have to build off of. So I'm happy to see that. And my biggest take is this. This is when you just don't want to spend a boatload of money. I say spend money. Only thing I'm spending free agent money on for me is defensive line, offensive line, or a linebacker. I'm not buying the high price free agents wide out. I never wanted Ayuk. I never wanted the dude from Tennessee because when you put all those people in place and they come from somewhere and they once they get their money, either they don't fit in. DJ Moore ain't getting along with Caleb Williams. This ain't happening. Blah blah blah. No, they spent all that money. They got Montez Sweat from the Redskins. He's over there. He can't get back on the third down, fourth down play. He gets a 5-fucking-yard penalty. We kick a field goal. You just can't throw pieces together, man. You build within. You get a few ancillary free agents. I'm not saying spend no money, but I'm building an offensive line and defensive line. I'm not getting all these high-priced running backs and.
I don't think they spend money like that though. I think they traded for them guys. Yeah,
they signed. They spent.
That was DJ Moore was the only guy they signed. That was the only.
Yeah, but see, they traded for them and gave them those contracts. They gave Montez.
I think Swift is on some light money. Keenan Allen, I love. They built that team to succeed the right way for a rookie quarterback.
Yeah, they built it right. They built it right.
He's dumb. They should have changed the coach. That's what they should have did. And that coach fucked up with Justin Fields. Now he's fucking up with Caleb Williams. So they should have brought in a coach to grow with this kid, or preferably an offensive coach, and just roll with it, because the Bears they bad in all sports. White Sox, Bulls, and now the Bears. It's so bad.
I ain't from Chicago, so I don't get it.
Yeah, Chicago.
It's bad for Chicago. You know what? All I can say, I'm glad we got the dub. All I wanted was to go into Chicago and get the W, because it's building momentum for the team. It's building momentum for the QB. Yes, we know we need these pieces. Yes, like look at what y'all talked about. Y'all talked about offensive line. Look what they doing. Pieces. They getting pieces together, and it seemed like a little bit of continuity is starting to happen.
I'm telling
you see what I'm saying?
That's what winning does. Winning builds that continuity.
You're right. And sometimes in a heartful loss builds it too, though.
I'm telling fucking.
Sometimes a heartful loss will build that character too. You know, in the locker room.
I'm pulling Drake May to the side. I'm pulling him to the side, though. I'm looking him dead in his eyes and say, "Listen, motherfucker, if you don't fucking slide,
that's on the coach.
I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna find you. You have to slide."
Slide.
But the coach said it. The coach said, look, the coach did say he should be. The coach said he should get down. The coach said he should be sliding. He should be getting down.
He should be telling teaching the motherfucker, because I don't know you. I don't know. You know who we should watch tape on sliding? The dude Kyler Murray. He know how to slide and shit. I'll give it to him on that.
But he took a lot of hits.
Jalen Hurts know how to slide.
Jalen Hurts too.
Jalen Hurts.
He's sliding shit before the defender is even getting close.
Ricky Henderson in the motherfucking place.
You know, this guy's good for that.
Again, remember Tom? Hey, you blew on Tom Brady. He was laying down. Fuck out of here.
He was laying down quick.
I ain't fucking around with this, right?
Yo, hold on, real quick. Shout out to everybody who's in the live, man. Everybody on the YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, man. Shout out to all of you guys. We appreciate it, man. If anything, the comments is open. You got any comments on what we're talking about? We're talking about Patriots game today. I know sometimes we get a little long-winded, but that is the hometown team. This is a Boston-based podcast. So, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, we're going to keep it pushing. So, yeah, as I say, man, they building off of that. I like what I've seen. I like Boutte, as they say it on TV. I like Boutte. You know, Boutte. Yo, Booty's trying to do.
I noticed that shit. I noticed that shit too, Bees. That's a good one.
He is from.
I thought it was like a typo stack.
He is from New Orleans, so that may be how you pronounce it.
That may be how you pronounce it.
No, he must have told them to say it like that.
Nah,
he must have, because we pronounce it booty, and they like.
Those white boys like Boutte.
He said Boutte. I said, oh shit.
White dudes always fucking up black names. Remember,
that's true.
Hey, remember Malik?
Malik.
Yo, what's
Malik? My name, I got a white name. They call me Sion.
Malik. No, but for real,
good game. Do that shit on purpose.
Good game.
Drake May gotta limit the bad passes. He gotta know how to throw it out of bounds.
Yep.
And just limit the bad passes. He has some bad.
That's rookie stuff.
That's rookie shit.
And he knows he's learning.
No doubt.
I agree though, bro.
He has to work on that because these were key possessions. I mean, you know, luckily the defense.
No, that one pass was on.
Yeah, I don't know how you see that.
Yeah, come on, man. He knew it right when he threw it. He put his hands on
Exactly.
No, I agree with that one, Crook.
But for that bad pass, he had a great pass to Booty.
That one down the seam.
The one before halftime. The one they kicked the
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that was a great throw.
Good pass.
Even that one when your man stepped out of bounds, Osborne, that shit was crazy too.
That was the other sideline.
Yeah. If he didn't step out of bounds, that was a touchdown,
right?
And one last thing before we move on to another team, I'll give y'all the score of that game and move on to another team. I'm happy for Polk. He got a good feeling. He scored a TD. So that's a good feeling. That should give him some. He need that confidence. So I'm glad that he was able to snag that. You know, and get that in. So yeah, Patriots took care of the Bears 19-3. Good game, good win for the Patriots. All around good defense. They shut them down. They made Caleb Williams. You know, they sacked him 9 times, as Cook said. So that's I don't know if that's a Patriots record for a game. Let's check it. That might be a Patriots record for a game.
They was flying on defense, and they inserted different defensive schemes. I like they was experiment today because I seen things today that I didn't see in the past.
Right.
And it was great to see that, and I hope they use that more, and I hope they know when to use that because different quarterbacks calls for different type of defensive schemes, but what they did today against Caleb Williams was excellent, man. It was excellent. 3 points on the road.
Yeah,
you can't downplay that. That was a great performance by the defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Another early game that happened. I don't know a lot of people was watching it. It happened over there in Munich, Germany. It was the Giants against the Panthers. It was considered a Panthers home game. It was a decent game. The Giants really got something there.
No, they don't.
No. I'm talking about offensive. They got Neighbors. He's hurt.
No.
They got Neighbors.
They got
a good running
there.
back. I don't like the quarterback.
They got problems. They got some serious problems over there. They're gonna have to do some reevaluating because they had no business losing to Carolina today.
You can't say that. You can't say that.
Nah, granted, Carolina's been playing better though.
No, but this was a
any
game
given Sunday, dog. You crazy?
No, it's not any given Sunday. This is a game that they had
both
to
dog
win.
shit teams. Us
They
teams
had to
play,
win.
dog. Like so, what
They
do you
had
expect?
this was a must-win game for the Giants for them to have any hopes to making it to that postseason. This is a much better team. You got a Carolina team that's in shambles. You had no business losing that game today.
No, they won last week.
They won last week, fam.
They had no business losing that game today. It was a bad loss for the Giants.
They brought the kid back on who they benched earlier 2-3 games ago. They brought him back. He won 2 games.
It was a bad loss by the Giants. Bad loss.
Maybe for the Giants, but I think it was a good win for the Panthers.
Nah, Panthers two wins in a row, 2 weeks in a row.
I think it's a good win for the Panthers.
Yeah,
I saw the Giants trying to run. They try to play, but
they tied for second. They tied for second in their division right now.
I'm telling you,
who is the Panthers? They're not going nowhere.
No, they ain't going nowhere. But I'm just saying,
yeah, but that's how bad that division is. I mean,
it always has been, though. It always has been.
It's a horrible division. It's a horrible team. You know, the Giants. It's a wrap for them. You know, they got Neighbors. They gave the quarterback all that money. They signed free agencies. They did so many things.
So you can say the same thing for the Cowboys. Then that's trash too.
Cowboys done. Cowboys.
Yeah,
all that money they spent. All that money they spent. That's
they
trash.
Lost their quarterback too, and they lost their quarterback. So you know, they horrible as well.
They was going trash before they lost them. So I don't look how much money they spent. And they still got money to spend if they want to keep certain people on defense.
Yeah, but they've been making it to the playoffs the last couple of years, where the Giants just been in the doghouse for like the last couple of years. So yeah, I mean playoffs, you want to win championships, but Dallas been there. They there. They've been there every year. They're coming up short, but they're making it to the postseason. They're making a run. The Giants, they haven't been doing shit the last 3 or 4 years. So Cowboys are better off than them. And yeah, they underachieved like crazy this year, the Cowboys, but that's a whole nother situation. You know, the coach, they got to get rid of all that shit. Jerry Jones, so they got other problems that they got to address, but they're in much better shape than the Giants. I tell you that.
Yeah, maybe you might be right.
Who, the Cowboys?
Yeah, hell yeah, the Cowboys in way better shape than the Giants. Giants, they can't even smell the fucking playoffs. Like these guys do so.
That kid Daniel Jones. I'm not gonna lie, Daniel Jones is not.
Guys, they can't do nothing.
I think it's the quarterback. And
then they re-upped the quarterback. They gave him an extension. So I don't know what the plan was for that.
Off the books this year, though. Am I right? I think Daniel Jones come off the books this year.
I think it's next year.
Next year.
I think he has another year. They just re-upped.
He might even have another 2 years, Crook, but he might have another year for him and then an option for the team.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying he has another season before the Giants could release him.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
He won't go against their
the cap.
The cap. Move off them bums. We spend too much time on New York.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, let's move on anyway. So
shout
next game, what other game y'all like? I think the Broncos Chiefs. Broncos Chiefs.
I was.
What'd you say?
Shout out to my homies in New York, man. Bronx. Shout out. I got a good story for y'all at the end of the show.
Broncos took Chiefs took care of the Broncos.
Oh, Broncos. Oh my goodness.
16-14. I didn't see the game. I just know the score.
They played a great game.
The boy Sean Payton
played a great game. Well, you can say that, though. You can say that all you want, but that field goal kicker has to make that.
Yeah, that's his boy.
And that line needs to block those defenders from kicking that field goal. It was a chip shot. It was a chip shot.
That's his boy.
They should have made that field goal. They played a great game. They gave the blueprint. They gave the blueprint how to beat Kansas City, and a lot of teams are gonna watch that film.
Tell you something. I'm gonna rewind that shit. Ain't no blueprint how to beat them niggas right there. You just got to no blueprint.
It is a blueprint.
You
never showed it today.
Where the blueprint at, dog? Where's it at?
Did you watch the game?
Yeah, there's no blueprint. They went ugly.
So what happened?
They went ugly. They went ugly. They went big. They went sloppy. They went.
So what you saying? They're never gonna lose.
They get calls.
There's no they're never gonna. They're gonna go undefeated.
It's called beating them. It's called fucking luck. That's what.
Nah, but listen, no. To me, the Chiefs is the Chiefs. To me, the Chiefs is the new age Patriots. The Chiefs is the new age Patriots. I'm sorry, the Chiefs is the new age Patriots. When we was winning. When we was winning in them fashions,
that's gonna run out. That luck.
Not to cut you, Stoney, but when the Patriots was winning in them fashions with Brady, it was the people the same thing. Like we was winning. We weren't winning blowout games.
A lot of times, Beans, when teams beat us, they got a little luck on their side. They got a little luck on their side. So that's what I'm saying.
No, but what I'm saying is, Denver played a great game today. That's what I'm saying. I watched that game. They played Kansas City very well. I like the way they played Kansas City today. That's all I'm saying.
But that's a rival, though. At the same time, but
a lot of teams are not doing what Denver did today. That's why Kansas City was able to win those games. The way they won today was the first time they won that way this year. They won on a team missing a field goal. They didn't win all these 8 games like that. All those 8 games that they won was the other team lost the downs, interception, or Kansas City making a game-winning field goal, game-winning score. It was never a situation where Kansas City had a hope that the other team missed a field goal. They was never in that situation. This was the most vulnerable situation.
That's not true. They should have lost the game when they didn't call the pass interference in the 2-point.
That doesn't compare to a missed field goal, Sean.
My man Toa on the white line about this much, they would have lost that game, though.
No, it doesn't compare to a missed field goal.
It wasn't missed field goal. It was blocked, Finn. He blocked it.
I know, but it wasn't in their control. That's what I'm telling you. They didn't have control of that. It was the team.
No, the team. No. The team blocked the field goal, Stoney. Kansas City won that by they kicking it in.
No. I get it, but you know why they blocked it? Because the team didn't execute the blocking.
Yeah, that's part of the game, fam. No. Your original point.
Like how many times you block the Bills? That's what I'm saying. Like
they did play them the best. They did play them the hardest, the best.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my point.
No, you're right. Division game, but like I said, you have this coach. You understand, man. I don't know why you want to bring in. I get it when coaches get the jobs, they want to bring in their own players and stuff like that. But some of that shit be going too far, bro. Like you cut McManus and you bring in Lutz. I'm not saying. Listen, they lost the game. They did play them the hardest. Kansas City it reminds me a lot like the Patriots. I don't know who said that.
I'm telling you.
It does.
I'm telling you.
Whether it's the referees, whether it's the fucking brace, the ball being out of bounds, or some crazy shit, block field.
Or the team just killing themselves. Remember, that's what Bill used to thrive on, teams hitting on themselves. True. And that's what but
I agree with Stoney though.
Yo, listen, they got Andy Reid. They got Andy Reid.
They play them well though.
They got. Remember,
I'm just saying, the most vulnerable game.
No, they did. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
you don't think they were trailing the whole game pretty much. You don't think was putting in that work.
You don't think that Baltimore game with Lamar with the ball in his hands with a chance to win?
The only reason why though, because it was more of a second half Baltimore run. Denver controlled that whole game, in my opinion. Even though the score was low, Denver controlled that game. Baltimore didn't control the game the whole game.
I don't think. Yeah, they didn't.
The fourth quarter, they kind of dominated.
They did. No, they did. Yeah, the fourth quarter, Baltimore just came in.
But then you know that momentum was all the way in Baltimore's. Listen, I'm a coach. I'm nervous right there. Because that momentum was all the way on Baltimore's side at that point, and you got Lamar Jackson, 2-time MVP, with the ball in his hands from the 10-yard line. That's some scary shit.
No,
you know what I'm saying? That's some scary shit.
Historically, he's been horrible in game-winning drive. That's been his downfall.
Who's that?
Denver dominated the trenches.
He's not a finisher.
He's not a great finisher. That's just
that's not a game-winning drive. That's a situational. You're putting him at the 10-yard line. Lamar Jackson, not the 20, not the 50. Lamar Jackson, dual threat, arguably the greatest dual threat quarterback at the 10, and saying this is for the game. I don't know how you stop that. You know what I'm saying? If that receiver, you remember, he just barely stepped on that white line. So that's what I'm saying. Now, if any team, I don't know, Baltimore just has the best odds of beating them because they can control the clock though with Henry. If they get Henry,
beat them next week,
them off the field. That's what I'm saying.
The Bills are going to beat them next week. They beat Kansas City next week.
All right.
Where they playing? In Kansas City?
In Buffalo.
I ain't saying that against Pat Beans, not me.
Yo, you see, I started laughing, right, Stacks?
I ain't fucking with
Yo,
I ain't fucking with
hey, Stacks.
Yeah, they're in Buffalo. They losing next week.
He didn't know who the roof
I already went to the window with that.
Beans, what would you do? What'd you do?
I put my kids' mortgage on that. My kids' college.
What'd you do? On that already. Today, your best friend Sean Payton versus your other boy Mahomes. What the fuck were you doing, Beans? Beans, you lucky you don't gamble.
No.
Yo,
I ain't betting against Magic Pat. You already
listen.
You know that.
I told my kid, I said, look, your tuition that we saved like the last 10 years, I'm putting it on the game next week. And if we double up, not only you're gonna have money to go to college, but you're gonna have money to spend while you're in college. So
hey, Crook.
So look forward to that.
They're gonna go from fucking MIT to Bunker Hill real quick.
Nah, man.
Shout out to Bunker Hill. No shot at Bunker Hill.
Yeah, no
So
shade.
next
No,
week
no,
is
no shade. No shade.
next
Bunker
week is
Hill.
the perfect game for Kansas City to lose. That whole magic pat and all that shit, that's just gonna dissipate next week.
Man.
All right,
Hey,
we'll see.
Go ahead.
You know,
I think Buffalo.
That's another.
Yo,
That's
Cook,
something
Yo,
about,
Cook,
you know,
we're gonna
week.
move on to another game. We're gonna move on to
Talk
another
about
game.
Thursday,
Cook,
you know, but
Cook, we're gonna move on to another game
I
real
just
quick.
give y'all a preview of how I'm
Real
thinking,
quick.
you know.
Real quick though, Cook, we're gonna move on to another game, but you know well and dandy when that dude go on the road, when he face real oppositions, when this is when he shines. When he gotta play, this is when he does it. When he gotta play people like Josh Allen and shit like that. That's when he comes out. You know that. Everybody knows that. So don't sleep on that one just because he's going to Buffalo.
So, but when does it stop, though? You know.
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. We just talk
like,
about.
Hey, though he sound like every motherfucker that hate the Patriots the last 20 years.
No, bro. We talk about now. When does it stop?
Hey, Stoney, you sound like a Dolphin fan, a Jet fan.
For real. When is it gonna stop?
Buffalo fan.
No, but that's
it is a pick 'em. I understand.
It's a pick 'em.
That's what I'm saying. But it's a legitimate question, and
Buffalo's
it's the right spot for it. It's the right spot for it. Buffalo's balling out of control right now.
All right, so next game. I know y'all probably watched it. I didn't see it, man. I wanted to watch this game. Steelers Commanders. How was that game?
But that game was lit.
I watched that game into it. Like, I watched that game like it was a soap opera.
Won that 28-27, but tell me about the
game. Shout out to Pittsburgh, man. Let me tell you, they playing some inspiring football.
You think that's a team that could give Kansas City a problem?
Yes.
They
can give anybody a problem.
They
can give anybody a problem. You know why? Let me tell you two reasons why.
City. I ain't worried about him. I'm just saying they got to be.
Let me tell you real quick 2 reasons why. You have a champion. You have a champion in the quarterback position that's leading that team. A champion, a winner in Russell Wilson. And he paired up with one of the best coaches I feel in the league right now, in Mike Tomlin. Those two guys, they creating magic. Those two guys, it's a lethal combination, putting those two guys together, because what they doing is spreading throughout the whole team. They believing, they playing hard. Let me tell you, this guy fumbled at the 1 yard line. Down the stretch, the game was ending. He fumbled at the 1 yard line. The Pittsburgh running back. He fumbled at the 1 yard line. You thinking Pittsburgh's out of it. That defense just stepped it up. They contained Daniels. They made sure that Daniels didn't get first downs because they were still up by 6 at that point. So that defense had no room for error, no room for anything. They couldn't give them a first down or nothing because the clock was ticking. That defense held their own. They held Washington to no first downs. Washington had to kick that ball back, and man, Pittsburgh, man, they scored that game-winning drive, man, and that was the story.
I just think, my bad, Crook. I just think
no, that was it. They just stepped it up, man.
To piggyback off of Crook, I watched 80% of that game. I watched most of the, I have it on resume, but the reason why I think they could beat Kansas City because they have their identity, they have their system, they have their situational football. The reason why they won that game. Tomlin's you know what, man?
Great coach.
He's a fucking beat. You know how they won that, how they sealed that game? Washington stopped them 4th and 1.
Yep.
Tomlin went out there, gave a play to Russ. Russ, do the hard count. Russ is a veteran. Boom. He knew there was 2 rookies on the defensive line. Boom. They could have got the ball back. I think Washington didn't have no timeouts. I don't believe Stoney, but still, it would have been a minute. It would have been a decent amount of time for them to go down. Hard count, boom, offsides, game over. You see, it went right to Tomlin, right off the rip. So they already have Fitzpatrick, Hayward, Watt. You got your offensive lineman, Harris. You got the kid Pickens is a better receiver with Wilson in there because Wilson
great receiver. Wilson. Great.
So and you got the
so Wilson. So real quick, Wilson.
He's balling, man. He's balling.
He's balling.
I'll give it to him. He looks better than he did than I thought he was going to
playing
look.
for a coach that's similar to his coach in Seattle when he was
Right.
playing
In a similar team. Similar growth weight team. Similar team.
Who's
I think they
in
get
Seattle that was coaching
Pete Carroll.
So much similarities.
They showed me a lot today because I really haven't. I've watched them obviously, but this is like the first I watched because I'm watching Jaden Daniels and stuff. And Jaden Daniels is still Jaden Daniels. He's they only lost by 1. They could have easily won the game, but just Pittsburgh just has that. They know who they are. They know what they need to do. They know the situational football. They're not gonna beat themselves, like Stoney said. Jake Warren fumbles on the 1. That could have broke a team's fucking back. Defense is like, fuck that. We got you. Comes right back.
Down 6.
Boom. Now, I would be scared if I was Buffalo. Anybody in the AFC with Pittsburgh. Seriously. I was impressed.
And though another key play, the stop on the fourth down play when they stopped the tight end from making
Hold on.
Right, yeah.
All you had to do was turn, but they had that presence in mind.
That's the fundamental tackle.
That was so
their defense, they're known for their defense.
That was clutch.
One thing about Tomlin, my bad crew. One thing about Tomlin is you're not going to get missed tackles. You're not going to get offside. I'm not saying they're not offside. Every team goes offside. But you know what I'm saying? They just know situational football. The only mistake they made, and I understand it wasn't really, I get why they did it, is when they did the fake punt. Because the dude was so wide open. The dude should have caught the ball.
He should have caught
But even so, their special teams is crazy. So just overall, man, that team is that's my dog horse, to be fair. And I'm not a Pittsburgh.
Yeah, definitely. Watch out for them.
I ain't a Pittsburgh.
Record-wise, not so much of a dark horse, though.
No, I'm saying for me, yeah, because people don't look at that record and still be like, whatever. What's up, man?
That's Marty.
People are gonna still look at that record and be like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one's gonna look at that record because they don't believe in Wilson still. They still don't believe in the whole Pittsburgh thing.
Let me grab your chair.
Yeah, but Wilson looked like he's back in the Seattle days, man. Throwing them bombs. He's throwing bombs. He's completing passes. He's playing with that that momentum, man. That vibe, man. He's doing his thing, man. Shout out to Pittsburgh and that whole staff, that whole organization. They doing their thing, man.
You ain't seen that?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, we go. Hey, move on. Let's move on to the next one. What y'all think about? Yeah, hey, Stoney. Shout out to Stoney. You called this Arizona and the Jets.
Yes. Shout out to Arizona, man. They are playing. They found something over there in Arizona, man. Shout out to that franchise not giving up on Kyler Murray, realizing that they got something there, and they're gonna try to change some things to see if they could get something out of this guy. And just shout out to what they're doing over there. They had some great wins. Great win today. They had great wins. They're there. They're gonna be there. They're gonna be around. And watch out for Arizona, man.
Yo, Buda Baker was all over the field today. The safety, Baker.
Yes. Yep. Oh, Baker's he's an animal. He's one of those guys that you want on your team. You want a guy like that on your team that's gonna make those key defensive stops, key defensive plays, and they all feed off of him.
Beans over here on some blooper shit.
So what happened to Beans? He's
over here bugging me. He's trying to add niggas to the show.
Oh, damn.
Hear the nigga talking through the screen.
Oh, damn. Marty. Man, we can't even hear you, man. Like, you got to raise the volume, man.
Nah, we can't hear you, man. Turn the volume up.
Hold on. Tell me when y'all can hear me. Y'all gotta hear me.
You sound like you sound like a bad fucking snuff movie right now.
Hold on, I'm gonna fix it.
Damn, man. You should have left it alone.
Missing the background.
You should have left it alone. Let Marty just slide in there, man. You know, that's all you got to do.
Pause on that one.
Oh, pause.
Pause.
Yo, come on, man. He's with us, man. He's in the chair. He could have just slid in like, yo,
slide with us.
Damn. Come on, Stacks, man. How you going? You
Oh,
know?
on that one.
Bees is like the old nigga trying to put together a baby carriage for fucking someone's baby shower and shit.
The crib, right? Look, he went off again.
God damn.
He dropping shit, losing the directions.
Baby, come in here, baby.
Yo, so how about that? How about that Saints win today, man? The Saints, they came through.
No. You want to talk about a bad loss? The dude, cool. What's his name? Cool.
Kicker?
Four missed field goals, bro.
Yo,
shout out to the Saints, whatever.
He's shaky. I don't know how the hell that
Four
dude's
missed
still in the
field
roster.
goals, crook.
Yo, he's been shaky for a long time.
I call him Kowloon, my man Kowloon.
Yo, that dude is
Kowloon, that's what I was calling him today. Kowloon missing nothing.
Yo,
Four joints?
No, shout out to the Saints, but he missed 4 field goals, fam. 4, not 60 yards. No,
and the Falcons lost by 3. You talking about a team?
Come on, man. But shout out to the Saints
right now.
I mean, but damn, 4 missed field goals.
But he had been money too.
Yep. I mean, don't sleep on still don't sleep on Atlanta. You don't want that's the type of team you don't want to play around with.
Beans, it sounds like WLD over here, Chris.
Nah, you can't say it sound that bad.
It sound better.
Get back.
Y'all must be bugging. Nah, I wish I could have got it right. I didn't know that shit was
I'm
on.
waiting for Coach when we made it show up, nigga.
Yeah, the next time I'm gonna have him in here, you gonna be like, "Oh shit, Coach."
Shout out to Coach with his faults. Shout out.
Nah, so now you guys could continue on, man. I was just trying to get shit going.
We was talking about the game.
The Saints? Yeah,
the Saints had a good win today.
Yeah.
Had a good win.
They actually needed that. They needed that win.
Yeah, they got a new coach.
They did.
The coach,
for the new coach,
was a new interim, right?
They got hit with bad luck. Olave is out on concussion protocol. They just got their quarterback back. He was on my fantasy too, man. I'm
Derek Carr had a game.
He didn't get hurt. He was hurt the whole year. He got hurt like 3 different times this year.
Yeah, he's been, man. But shout out to Kamara, man. Shout out to Alvin Kamara, still putting in that work.
Yeah, I thought he was.
My goodness, man, that guy's still like doing his thing, still making plays, man. I don't know how he's not the highest paid.
We should have traded him. That would have been nice. We should.
Yeah, they wasn't trading. Nah, they wasn't trading him, man. They're not. He's like the heart of that.
He gonna go there for life. He ain't gonna come up here.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Gumbo and shit. He ain't going.
Kamara, he's good, man. He's having a like I don't know, his season.
I think he set the record for the franchise for something today. I don't know what it was.
High yards from scrimmage. I mean, I don't know what else it could be. Yards from scrimmage. I mean, he does it all, beast, man. You know,
shout out to Kamara, yo, for real.
Yeah, shout out to Kamara, man. I should have drafted him this year, man.
Shout out to my man AK. Yeah, he's good. He's steady back for a while.
He's definitely one of the best that ever
off
do
for a little while. I really
and
did.
Stacks' team won a game today. San Fran.
Yeah, but they're lucky though. That's another.
That kicker missed 4 field goals too, or something to hit the winner. So you know,
they're gonna be all right.
They're not going nowhere, man. They. I mean, I might go to the window for them not to make the playoffs. I think that's in play right now. That's in play right now. I've been thinking about it.
You ain't thought as bad as the NFC is, you really think San Fran ain't going to the playoffs?
How they got? They got Seattle to go over. Rams are coming.
Terrible, dog. Seattle's on the downfall. Seattle's on the downside.
But
Seattle's on the downside.
I think Seattle's a slight in better shape than San Fran. I really do.
Believe that.
Debo ain't finishing the year.
Don't believe that. You don't believe that, Stoney. You don't believe that.
Ayuk is gone.
They talk about benching Gino. They talk about benching him.
Really?
Yeah. Really? They talk about benching Gino. They were talking about getting rid of their best receiver in DK and building around the kid Hines and Jigma. that team is in disarray, bro. Right
No,
now,
not yet. I don't think.
yes, I'm telling you,
I don't think they're ready to. I don't think they're ready to
It
jump
talks
off the
about
cliff yet.
Geno being. This talks about. Look it up on your phone. It talks about Geno being a bridge quarterback for a guy they bring in next year. I'm telling you, that team is in disarray. The Rams, you can flip a coin. Sometimes the Rams good and sometimes they ain't.
No, but they coming.
I'm telling you, they got the white rhino back today. So that team could be they got the white rhino back. Jennings just came back. So they started to get healthy.
What team are you talking about? They got these players back?
San Fran.
Oh, okay.
Matt came back today. Jennings came back today. You know what I'm saying? So they starting to get healthy.
McCaffrey came back today.
This is what they do every year, though. They go on this shit where they get hurt and then they lose like 3 or 4 games. And at the end of the year, they right there. That's what they do every year. Every year.
So let's call it right now. Arizona's gonna win the division. They winning it. They're not letting that go, right? So after Arizona, the Rams are coming. They winning Monday night. Monday night.
First of all, they don't have to win a division to make the playoffs. That's number one.
They might have to.
They don't know. They don't have to win a division to make the playoffs.
I mean, look at the stand. You got Atlanta. You got Minnesota. You got Detroit. Green Bay.
Man, Atlanta's one hit away from being a fucking crackhead. Atlanta could fold anytime. We know that. They folded today.
But they're gonna win their division, though. That's how they getting in. They winning their division. They're not losing that.
They'll get in by winning their division.
Yeah, they're gonna win their division. Then you got all these other teams you got to go through. San Fran, if they don't win the division, they're not making the playoffs, and that's why I'm thinking of making that bet.
I think they'll make the playoffs. It'll be very slim, but I think they'll make the playoffs.
It's gonna be tight, man. It's gonna be tight.
I ain't sold on the Seahawks. Is done to me. I think
I'm not ready to go there yet.
Yeah, they started falling apart.
Yeah, they falling apart. They're falling apart.
Yo,
they had a little window. They had a window.
They're gonna come off a bye week, and let's see how they come off that bye week, and then we could get a better idea of what direction they're going in.
You talk about injuries. I go to the window. Cooper Kupp don't make it through the rest of the season. I go to the window.
I think he will, because they got other receivers they can go to now. They don't gotta abuse him like they have in the past. They got all these other guys over there.
Y'all gonna make me tell you something early? I know I'm going off script. Think New England gonna beat Rams next week. Let's go.
There you go.
Let's go.
You said they won.
I think we're gonna take care of business, Crow.
Who's taking care of business?
We are
against the Rams next week. They come to town.
We take care of business next week.
Yeah.
I know this is for another show, but listen, we take care of business next week. Crow, don't you look at me like that, bro. I go to the window on the crook.
I'm gonna watch the Rams on Monday night against Dolphins. After that game, we could talk again.
We'll talk. You know why I say you real quick? You know why it's a more of a possibility? Because they are playing Monday night. Don't forget, that's an extra day. That's an extra day. Let's keep it real. I gamble, my brother. You gotta keep it real. We gotta see all the angles.
We just don't play well against those good passing quarterbacks, man, and that's what worries me a little bit, man. A secondary shaky.
If they got that pressure like they was today, it'll be.
I mean, look what bum ass Aaron Rodgers was.
I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about the I'm worried about the offense that pounds the rock. I ain't really worried about the offense that
absolutely.
Absolutely, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
that is true.
Yeah,
because you could see that was the problem for the past couple of weeks. Offensive that could pound the rock.
I'll tell you what, today, Martin, in B's, your boy Swift was gouging us a little bit. They just went away from him. You know what I'm saying? So they went away from Swift. If they'd have kept that ball in Swift like Tennessee did with Pollard, this game be different. This game would have been different today. So I mean, shout out to I'm not worried about Stafford. You know, Cooper Kupp made fucking hurt himself stretching. I don't know.
I wouldn't doubt that.
You talk. If you're gonna talk about McCaffrey getting hurt, you got to put Cooper Kupp in there too, because he's hurt all the time. And once again, like them little receivers, they always hurt. Them little receivers always get hurt. They just do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Puka Nacua is another one that gets hurt. He's starting to get hurt too.
Yep, he's starting to get hurt. Yeah.
The Rams remind me of San Francisco.
It's funny, all them West Coast teams get hurt, right?
I wonder what they got good coaches though.
Like, come on, man. Like,
they got great coaches.
Behind the grill had that message for you, Stats. That's for you. He said, "Oh, not with the white rhino." Right. Yeah, I guess he didn't like that, but he didn't like that. But hey, it is what it is, right? He's the white rhino. Right? I don't know who behind the grill.
No, who's the white rhino?
Oh, he's saying McCaffrey.
Oh.
When the last time, hey Mark, when the last time you seen a white running back? That's why I call him the Ray.
There was a problem.
Last time you seen a white rhinoceros, you know what I'm saying?
Right?
Yeah, right. T is stupid. He said, "Was the last time you see the white rhinoceros?" You're right, though. That's true. But it is what it is. He is a problem, though.
When healthy.
Yeah, he is.
So San Fran won that game, man. I know y'all like talking about that. T, what's going on with your Buccaneers, man? Real quick, what's going on with your Buccaneers? They
hurt, man. They hurt. They whole receiving core out. So
and they could have won.
They played tough though, man. They
played tough.
They got a bad break this season.
Yeah, they found something with the running backs. I mean, they're gonna be okay. They hit Godwin. Godwin was hitting a nice little streak. I was liking what Godwin was doing. Mike Evans was doing Mike Evans.
Yeah, they played tough though.
Yeah, they did. And they hold when you get
since their injuries, they've been playing up.
You get your whole receiving core, even your third string receiver don't play. That's a bad L. That's hard right there to overcome that. But they've been playing hard. They've been in every game. They just
this guy still out.
Late shit. It's been on some
is Evans still out too? Evans is still out.
Yeah,
Evans is out.
And they could have still won the game with all
they could have still won that game today.
They got some good things going on there over there.
Yeah, I like it. They played tough. I watched that game.
Great running back.
Kate Orton, the tight end.
So Crooks, real quick, we're moving on. Crooks' team, the Bills took care of the Colts today, 30-20. His man Josh Allen was 22 for 37, 282, 2 INTs.
Yeah, he was the old Josh today.
See, and Flacco looked pretty good, but Flacco had 3 INTs. What kind of
Flacco didn't look good?
That's what cost the Colts to get it. The Colts
there you go. He came back down to earth, though. There you go.
the Colts
there we go.
Richardson back in there.
They saying he might not even touch the field again this year.
Is it because that comment he made that he was tired?
Yes,
you can't do that. You can't.
He can't do that, bro.
That was a bad.
He said he pulled him. He tapped himself out because he was tired.
And then he said that. And then he said it. That's the.
And he said it during the press conference.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Can't do that.
He's gonna be a tight end next year in China.
That might cost him his career with the Colts, man. I would look at something like that seriously if I was a GM, man. Like that's definitely a turn off.
That's why they saying they might sit him for the rest of the year.
The only thing that's on his side, Stoney, he's young. He hasn't got much. He hasn't played. Remember in college, I live here in Florida, so I seen him play in college. He played for the Gators. He didn't play much there. He was just like there was another guy that took it, Emery Smith, that took his spot. He got drafted off the combine. Period. That's what he did. He went there and blew all them tests out the water. And that quarterback, when Steichen got that job at the Colts, he reminded him of Jalen Hurts. Remember, he's the one. Jalen Hurts had an MVP year with Steichen. We all know that.
Right.
Steichen wanted a similar type of guy, so he drafted him, and it's not working out right now. I mean, I hope well for the kid because it seems like he's a good kid. He seems like he apologized for everything. But I hate to see him lose his career like that. But boy, he got to come out that grave something tough, man. He's
gonna have to work hard in the offseason, work on his
take his teammates out, buy some steak dinners and everything.
Stamina.
Do a lot.
Yeah, he's gonna have to really put himself to work this offseason. So,
is he
tired?
Martin said he's tired of the runs, but is he a passing quarterback?
No, he's a dual threat quarterback.
He's a dual threat, definitely. He was killing with the leg last year.
That's why his ass got hurt.
Yeah, exactly. They be running.
He's a big kid too. He's not little. He's a big kid. You know what I'm saying? So, but you know, in the NFL, you gotta pick your poison when you want to run and when you want to pass, man. I mean, like I said, I watched him on the Gators. He wasn't a passing quarterback. You know what I'm saying? So he ran a lot. He was like, I shouldn't say that because Tebow was a great college quarterback, but he was similar to Tebow, poor man's Tebow, I want to say. But Tebow had a hell of a team. Shout out to
he had a hell of a team, and he wasn't so
go,
much of a
Tebow
was a winner.
We ain't gonna talk about the man that Tebow. You know,
but you know who's figuring it out a little bit like Lamar. Lamar's figuring it out. He's learning how to like
Lamar got that shit.
Run
It's Stoney.
Lamar
got it figured. He's a 2-time MVP. It's figured out.
Yeah, but you know what I'm just saying?
Maybe three now. Maybe
I know, but there was a time where he didn't have it figured out. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
He figured out how to balance it out, knowing when to run at the right time, knowing when to throw. He had to figure that out, you know, and he got there. So these quarterbacks got the potential, and they can get to that point.
You just can't give up on these dudes, man.
You can't.
Even like Bryce Young, you can't just give up on Rich. Maybe Richardson might not.
That's what I was saying about Bryce Young.
You're right. The problem is he gave up on himself. That's the problem. That's the biggest problem.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's part of the growth. See, this is what it is, though. When I say give up, I just don't mean on the field, bro. It's off the field too. Like if he don't build from that and learn from that, then that's a red flag. If you said he apologized, that's whatever. That's for the media. It's what happens behind the scenes if he's growing behind the scenes with that. And if he can't do that, like I said, the nigga will be in China playing tight end.
Yep.
Yeah.
True. That is true. But he did make that mistake. Hopefully he could come back from it.
No, for sure.
Hopefully he can. It might not be with the Colts, but hopefully he could come back with it. Come back from it. So okay, guys, that's it. We ain't gonna talk about that Eagles. We ain't gonna talk about that Chargers. The Jets got mollywopped by the Cardinals.
We talked about that where he was doing the fucking behind the scenes.
Shut up, y'all, I swear to God, y'all are horrible.
I thought you niggas were wrestling on camera. Shit was.
But I'll tell you one thing: y'all wouldn't even be able to do none of this if I didn't have all my old man fucked up shit, right?
That's right. I'm not going to disagree with that one.
Me neither.
No, that's true.
Y'all wouldn't be able to. Y'all wouldn't even be able to run this shit. So talk all that shit you want. Talk that shit, though.
Beans make our life easier. We just turn on the computer and go.
One time he told Crook to run it. Crook had me on fucking Mars and shit. Where the show from? Like, where we at?
No, but real quick, let's end the show. We're gonna talk about real quick the NBA, man. What's going on with the NBA? Tell me. I mean, I know today the Celtics
it's early.
I know it's early, but today was a good game, though.
No, man.
Today was a good game, though. I know, but it didn't look good in the beginning.
No, I didn't.
It didn't look good in the beginning. I saw the score.
Basketball is a second half sport. It is.
It is, man.
One in the first half. You're gonna go. These are professional guys, professional coaches. They're gonna go. They're gonna make adjustments at halftime. And when you got good players, they're gonna adjust to the situation. Now, pause. Giannis shot his load early. Giannis does. Giannis is Giannis. You know what I'm saying?
Tried to hurt my mans today too.
Yes, sucker. You seen that shit?
Yeah.
Did that shit on purpose too. Yo.
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you, Martin Dope. Dame might be coming down. Dame might be getting back there, baby. Dame might be on the downslide a little bit.
Yeah.
He might be on the downslide a little bit
because he doesn't have a you know what it is? This players that as they get older, they add a different element to their game, and I don't think he has that. He's just stuck on his ways, and it's starting to like fade out. His ways is starting not to work now, so he doesn't have any other element to his game to stay effective, and I think that's the problem he's having right now.
They were hunting him on defense, man. He never was a good defender, but he's getting like
toasted,
man. Pritchard, Tatum, they threw everybody at him, man. They had shit.
Pritchard cooking whoever right now.
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah,
where Pritchard must have went to
He's wilding right now.
Roxbury. He must have went to the boys club down Dudley over the summer. I don't know where he went, but Pritchard is killing right now.
He's
Nigga look
wilding
like
right
Michael
now.
J. Fox and Teen Wolf. Like when he turned into the wolf, he doing shit behind his back.
Got a
doing
good game going right now. I like to see this. I was peeping at OKC.
Yeah, I picked Draymond Green to get 5 assists. He got 3 at halftime.
What y'all think about Cleveland 11-0?
Yeah, what about that? I talked to Martin about that Cleveland. Asked him about that.
It's
Cleveland
early.
today.
It's early.
Earlier, I was
That
talking about
right
Cleveland.
there.
That's still 11.
That's
You know
no
why?
over though.
Know why, Martin? Because they got wings that can defend Tatum and Brown. Let me tell you that right now. Mobley can defend Tatum or Brown. I'm gonna tell you that right now. And then Mobley can defend them out on the perimeter.
He's a great defender, Mobley.
He is a great defender.
Yeah, they two big men can defend, but the
Not
rest
only
of the
that,
team ain't.
Not only that, you're gonna drive them towards Jared Allen. Jared Allen will contest. He don't give a fuck. He don't care if he gets dunked on. He's gonna contest.
He remind me of Ben Wallace a little bit.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Cleveland is. I think the Celtics will beat them, but I mean that's coming up in a couple of days. So
Yeah.
I think the Celtics will beat them, but I just think they're a good matchup. They're a good matchup.
Yeah, they're a great matchup. And I think Indiana too, even though their record don't show it, but
Indiana, that's the team I'm worried about.
That's another team right there that
Because they're not scared of themselves. Not that anybody's scared of themselves.
I don't like Indiana. I don't think they're good.
Cleveland,
healthy.
To me, we match up better with Cleveland than we do Indiana, in my opinion. I don't, because Cleveland, if they ain't gonna get no scoring shit with us. Mobley, Allen, they on the court, they ain't scoring with us. I'm sorry, I am sorry,
Yeah,
and they're not. And good offense is gonna beat that good defense all day. Tatum and Brown is not.
You're right. You're right. You're right. But Donovan. You're right. But Donovan. You're right. But Donovan can. That's the problem. Donovan. Indiana don't have a guy. They don't have a guy. Cleveland has a guy. A guy that could nigga, take the game over.
We got a couple of those guys.
Don't have that. They run a system. So that's what
even Levert could come off the bench and do work.
Like, yeah, they got a good team, bro. Indiana's tough, man. They're tough. They smoked New York tonight.
I don't think Indiana's really tough like that.
Yeah, they almost beat us last year, fam. What are you talking about? They took us to 7 games. What are you talking about, fam?
I mean, we just like everybody say they wasn't healthy. We wasn't healthy either. We ain't had Porzingis. That's not close to 7 games with Porzingis. So I'm not worried about Indiana for real.
So you worried about Cleveland with Porzingis? I don't get it.
I'm worried. I'm more worried about Cleveland than Indiana. Way more worried.
I think they would play us better than Indiana.
Yeah, I would worry more with Cleveland as well.
I'm way more worried about Cleveland than
they got Jared Allen
this
back.
This Cleveland team. I'm more
this
worried
Cleveland
about
team.
that.
Yeah, because they didn't have
not last year's
Jared Allen, man.
Mobley's a year older. Like Mobley,
Jared Allen, right? Tough. Right, Marty. And then Mobley, he got another year, more experience. Yeah, man, you got to watch out for
Levert always kills us.
Garland playing out of his mind right now too.
Garland's balling, man. What a great shooting guard, man. He's a great guard, man. Great guard.
I think, like I said, they'll scare us. We'll beat them though. We got to be healthy though. We have to.
Be healthy, and they got to be healthy too. They got to be healthy too.
Yeah, they got.
That's their problem.
Yeah, they would have to be. Not only would they have to be healthy, they would have to be clicking on all cylinders.
Yes,
they would have to. They would have to be flawless.
That's what happened because last year they was hot last year, and then
it was always Donovan Mitchell. It was like he just has to carry too much of the load. But
the one thing I would anything is their coach. They got a better coach than they had last year.
Biggest who they had, Big JB, right?
Yeah, he's not. They got a better coach.
Yeah, I like Cleveland.
He got Detroit looking better though.
Detroit always had pieces though.
They got pieces. I told you this. I'm like, yo, they're not a bad team.
I just never understood. I love Ivy. I love Cade. I don't understand why they're that bad.
Monty was bad. He's bad. He's not a good coach.
Anytime you go from the NBA to coaching high school,
they gave him a lot of money too.
Monty.
Who, Monty?
How you go though from the NBA to coaching your high school? That's bad.
He's bad. Like,
Yo, I hope
I
no one gets mad when I say this. I know Monty, the Phoenix. I think his wife dying and all that. People felt bad. I mean, like, how you gonna like just keep giving this dude chances?
yo, how does he get a chance after Phoenix? Thank you.
Like, what are we doing? Like, how is that?
I think he had
because he's a good guy though. He's a good guy.
You know what happened? I think he had
Maybe
he had a decent run in Charlotte one time. Maybe he had a decent run in Charlotte. He was the head coach over there.
With Chris Paul? With Chris Paul?
I think it was. I think he had a decent run in Charlotte. He was a head coach somewhere else.
With Chris Paul?
Yeah. I think he had a decent run.
Yeah, he had one with Chris Paul for sure.
You mean he was with the
Pelicans. With the Pelicans. Yeah.
Oh.
Who was coaching Phoenix when they made it to the finals?
He did.
He was.
Monty Williams.
He was.
It was Monty. Yeah, it was Monty Williams.
It was really Chris Paul coaching that team, if you think about it.
Absolutely.
Chris Paul, he's still playing too, huh?
Yo, I can't believe he's still playing, bro.
San Antonio, man.
He's still playing for real?
But look at San Antonio. Like, them kids are looking.
There to help out with the kids, man.
That's all he's doing for.
I don't like when I see shit like that. I like to see players call it when they gotta call it, man. Stop hanging around. I mean, who am I to say that? Because he's still getting contracts and shit like that.
Yeah, I feel you, though, right?
Like Chris Paul, man. I know you from Wake Forest and
nah, but he don't look terrible though.
Nah, he don't look bad. He don't look
bad at all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, San Antonio looked better than last year too. So you got Sohan balling, like he's looking crazy.
I like that team.
They got Devin. I think Devin Vassell. Devin Vassell.
He's nice.
Yeah, Vassell's tough too.
Yeah, Vassell.
Johnson.
Keldon. He's tough. Keldon Johnson.
It might be the.
So the Spurs
They're turning it around.
I hope Pop's all right. The best thing that might be to happen to him is that young guy got that job. You know what I'm saying right now, because I think they needed to switch that up.
I swear, Pop is holding back Wemby, bro. I'm telling you, he's holding Wemby back.
Yeah,
I think Pop needed to go.
Where's Wemby's minutes? What's he playing like?
Pop needed to step to the side, man. Pop needed to just go upstairs, right? Go upstairs.
Yeah, he do.
Get a consultant. Pass that torch down.
Go do that Pat Riley job, man.
Yeah, good one, Martin. Yeah, go do that Pat Riley. He should have been on that though, right? Don't you think?
He probably don't want to look like Phil Jackson.
I don't know. I gotta say this real quick, man.
I've been coaching for like 50 years or some shit.
I think Pop is the GM. I think he's the GM and the coach. I'm pretty sure.
Well, he just needs to just be the GM.
I wouldn't doubt that either.
Before we get off, shout out to Brooklyn. Man, they playing hard. Brooklyn's playing hard. No Diddy. Look at whoever that coach is. He's getting the most out of those cats. Went to the window last night. Won some money on Brooklyn. They should have actually won that Cleveland game, but they played on the back-to-back. Cleveland did too, but Brooklyn at the end of the game, they need a point guard.
Darius Garland stepped up late game.
Yeah, he did. But they need a point guard. Brooklyn was turning the ball. Either way, shout out to that Brooklyn team because they're playing hard, fam. Like, I know it's early, but I don't know who that coach is. I think Statue told me he played somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, he's a Canadian national team coach.
That kid got them dudes playing, man. Like,
and here we are again. The fucking Pacers came back and beat the Knicks. I'm telling you, Tibbs gonna run these guys in the goddamn ground. Right now.
Yeah.
Here you got Josh Hart. Early though. Josh Hart, 43 minutes. Bridges, 42 minutes. Brunson, 41 minutes. Pounds, 39 minutes. OG Anunoby.
He ain't gonna change though.
36 minutes. And Deuce McBride, 29 minutes. That's 6 guys, man. You can't play 6 guys like that.
Not in the regular season. This early in the regular season.
After that, the next guy, guess what his minutes are?
Yo, I think that was a bad trade to get Towns.
Guess what his minutes are, though? The next guy after all of those guys.
How many? When they didn't have Towns, they were running. They still
9 minutes. 9 minutes. The next guy played 6 guys, and then the 7th guy, 8th guy, they all played 9 minutes. You gotta give these guys. You gotta give them.
Yo, what happened to Bridges' jumper? The nigga shoot a push shot like Rick Barry or something.
He tried to change it.
Yeah, there you go. He changed it. He's trying to change it, but I don't know.
That shit's crazy, bro.
He should just stick to what was working.
He should have stuck to what was working. He looked crazy out there.
Yeah, he was on his best when he was on Phoenix. He was on
Phoenix.
He needs to just get back to that.
He was hooping. No, he was hooping with the Nets too. That first year he got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he was doing his thing with the Nets.
He don't look comfortable in
New
New York
like that.
What you say?
I don't even know dude like that. You know what I'm saying?
What you say, T?
Of course, Bridges is gonna hoop when he the number one option.
Yeah, absolutely.
That team in a disarray since we fleeced him for KG and Paul, though.
Hey, yo, that was crazy.
He's gonna have to stop managing those minutes. I don't care. He could do whatever. He could run him to the ground all he want, but that's gonna be.
Bibbs is an addict when it comes to playing, man. He need help. He need a 12-step program, man. Too.
Somebody got to step in and talk to that dude.
Someone had to have an intervention like Tiz. You need to stop.
Yeah, tell my cousins in New York to talk to their coach, man. My cousins in New York, they think they thought this is the Knicks' year.
No. They thought it was the Yankees' year.
Listen. I got family members calling me from New York after that town thing. Like, oh, we got y'all now. I'm like, y'all ain't got shit.
Yo, I called Stacks right away. I said, Stacks, that ain't a good trade for New York. Ask Stacks.
Them niggas ain't gonna
Ask
that.
that.
They won't. I don't even. Though I go to.
If they was able to,
I don't think they'll beat the Pacers again this year, though. With that team,
nah, they ain't.
If they was able to keep DiVincenzo, they would have been straight. But
yeah, they should have kept him. I agree. They should have got rid of that guy, man.
Randall was a good. I would have got rid of him too, though.
Yeah.
They should have tried to keep Hartenstein.
There's no way they could have kept
Yo,
him.
he was killing us. He was killing us with the floater. Oh my god!
No way they wanted to keep him, but no way they could have.
Nah, they couldn't keep him.
Have the money to.
OKC threw a bag at him.
Yeah.
That's New York. You can match it.
I'm just saying, I would have tried. I would have tried.
New York, right?
I would have tried.
You can match it.
Like you got to
go. But you have to pay Towns a bag. You don't have to pay Towns.
Hey,
you got to get Mitchell up out of there.
They couldn't match it.
Yeah, but no. What I'm saying though, if you didn't trade for Towns and let Randall go, you could have kept Hartenstein, bro. You could have kept him.
But see.
Still,
they wanted Towns. No, they wanted Towns. That's what
I would have tried to get Mitchell up out of there too, though.
See, you had to give Anunoby and Brunson an extension. Both of them would have had to get an extension.
Yeah, but Brunson took less money. You would have had to get rid of Randall. I understand that, but you could have kept Hartenstein and DiVincenzo. You would have to get rid of Randall.
But Hartenstein was OKC threw him like $150.
No, I know, bro. But what I'm saying is Towns' contract is like 2-something. You could have kept DiVincenzo ain't getting more than what? What's DiVincenzo? 15, 16?
I think
you could have gave I wouldn't have gave Hartenstein $200 million, but you could have gave him what OKC gave him, but you would have had to get rid of Randall, and you could have kept DiVincenzo, but they didn't want it. They wanted Towns. They wanted to bring him back to New York because he's from New Jersey. It's all this bullshit. And that's why DiVincenzo said to homeboy on the bench, look what you running the team now. That's why they have beef. They wanted Towns there. They didn't want Randall. They wanted to get rid of DiVincenzo. They wanted Towns there. They could have signed Hartenstein. They got rid of Hartenstein because they knew they wouldn't trade for Towns. That's not a trade you just make one night. You just come up and say, I'm going to trade for Towns. That was their plan. Rose, they're star searching, which is cool. It's New York, man, but you got to look at the team they had last year. I've watched the Knicks team. I watched that team. So it's like it is what it is. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying they could have kept him, but they wanted to get Towns. Towns takes the air out the room. Towns is that dude. When you go to work in the morning, the dude comes in that takes the air out the room. My God, yeah, he a good worker, but he comes in, he's like, my wife, I had to drop my kids off. Yeah. I had to work overtime. That dude, that's Towns. He's fucking everything up. Hartenstein comes in like telling you.
Why you trying to play my boy Towns? He's a dog. They trying to play my dog.
I think Hartenstein went to OKC. That was just a better situation.
I'm not saying it wasn't. I'm just saying they should have kept him though.
I don't think
it's not about talent though, man. You know it's a fit. It's all about fit, bro. Like
I think he looked at
Towns don't fit with Brunson in that team. He doesn't. And Bridges looks like he's not even.
I think that's who's messing it up though. Honestly, I don't think it's anybody. I think it's Bridges.
They make that trade without Cassell.
No, I could get with that. But either way,
they asked Brunson before they made that trade.
Of course.
Yeah, so he had to co-sign. Brunson had to co-sign that. He had to.
I just believe it was all a plan. Brunson took less, knowing they were going to bring in another Supermax guy, and it wasn't going to be Randall. You know what I'm saying? So that trade was in the works. It was in the works.
True. That's true.
It was in the works. People said, "Why is Brunson taking that discount? Why?" And then Towns comes up. Oh, that's why. Because you're going to sign someone that's $250 max, $250 million max player. But with Brunson and them don't know. And I'm sure he knows he's a hooper, but the chemistry, like Fam said, dude comes over, Bridges comes over. Bridges is not a good fit like DiVincenzo is. I'm not saying he ain't a better player than DiVincenzo. What I'm saying is he don't fit with them like DiVincenzo fits with them.
They need that shooting.
He just doesn't.
We gotta see though. I mean, we gotta see how it plays out. You know, it's early.
No, it's still early. I'm just going by what I see.
That's how they gel.
No,
yeah, we
I'm going by what I see now, and you could ask Stacks. I predicted this. Didn't I say this, Stacks? Ask Stacks. But it's still early, like you said, but we going by what we see now. Early.
In this league, you need that shooting, man. Right now, in this league, you need that shooting. I would.
DiVincenzo will give you like 4 or 5 possessions a game extra from diving on the floor. All those late wins was DiVincenzo diving on the floor.
And they need that big guy that can stretch the floor too, because now you got to guard Towns. You got to come out and guard Towns. Towns, you know, his jumper is wet too. I mean, his 3-point shot.
That's why they should just got rid of Mitchell. Like, why they wild up?
You can't. Nobody want that bum. That's why nobody wants him. Nobody wants that dude.
That could be true. That could be true.
Don't want that kind of big. That NBA don't want that kind of big no more. Like,
he is like a DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, you do.
They want a big like Cornette, right, Stack?
Yep, that's it.
Triple foul.
Yo, why they don't let Cornette shoot the rock?
He used to shoot in New York.
That's what I'm saying.
Shoot the 3 in New York.
He can shoot that rock. I don't see why they don't let him. They let Tillman shoot it. They let
that whole. Tell you something. That if they put Cornette in the bottom of the Mystic, it wouldn't bother me.
Nah, I agree. Cornette is
that dude.
He play hard though.
That's how I used to feel about the boy Pritchard.
That's how I used to feel about
Yeah. From that 5 spot, I need more from that 5 spot. Now, granted, Tatum, Brown, the guards. The 5, you're gonna have to go get your buckets at that position. They ain't gonna give you nothing. Like Al, they give Al because Al is the guy, so they're gonna make sure Al get his look. But Cater's coming along. I need Cater some fucking bunnies though. He gotta start finishing them bunnies. He's got to get a little bit more. But I like what I see from him. But I need him to get on that little. You threw Rob Williams that lob, it was going in.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It was going in, but he was gonna break his leg the next play down the court.
Something. He's breaking something.
But I just need if Cater could just get that Rob that polo stick energy like Rob had, and you wasn't and Rob you wasn't ain't no layups with Rob. You know what I'm saying? So I just need Cater to just lock in. They should just put him in and show him Rob Williams highlights. Because if we had Rob now, it'd be crazy. It really, the old Rob, not this Rob.
The old Rob.
The old Rob.
Yeah. Cater probably just started playing basketball 2 years ago. So.
Where's he from?
Portugal.
Oh yeah, he is from Portugal. Huh?
He's from Portugal.
Yeah.
Damn,
he played soccer now at first.
But you know, you play soccer.
Probably did.
Well, you know, a lot of them Africans do go to.
What school did he go to?
Play ball and shit.
I'm not sure the school, but I know he was Portugal.
Where
he go?
Utah State.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Utah State got another African that's pretty good too this year.
African too in Portugal?
Yeah, that's what they do. They migrate over.
Okay.
Yeah, to play sports and shit. Once they know, once whoever their handler or wherever they come from in Africa know that they're about to be a star, they send them to places like Portugal and Spain and Germany to play ball and all that if they can't touch the U.S.
Or Kansas.
You know what I mean? Huh?
Or Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know they bring them into the States. They bring them in, but I think the initial view, they go to these European teams and then they get smacked out.
Now. They ain't gonna be able to migrate over here now.
I know.
Niggas have to play in Canada.
I guarantee you, if they bring money to the program, they will.
I don't know.
I know. They be at the border, right? Yo, those
at the border. For real.
If you 7 foot, it could block 3 shots a game. They'll let you in. All these little prep schools, that's how they get over here. So
yes, you're right. There you go, Stacks.
Form is a prep school form. It's called an I-20 form.
Yep.
So you to get cut out.
Yeah, when you go to these prep schools, you don't have this
I-20 get sent the fuck out.
You can't get in here. But look at the kid from Duke right now, the African kid they got now.
He got it before the election. That's why.
Come on, man. We all know.
He got a few more months left. Probably. He got a few more months
I'm
left.
good, man. I was born in Dorchester. I'm Gucci.
Don't be quiet, right?
I'm just corner.
You heard that? Yo, Cookie said you quiet.
Hey, too much noise.
This game's about to start, fellas.
Yo, I know the game gonna stop, but we're having a good time. That shit was funny, though. He said, "Look, Cook, got quiet."
Hey, yo, they're scattering down in Florida, bro. I'm telling you right now. Yo, Cookie Mexican. Yo, shout out to I know I got some good Mexican friends, but they call me under pressure, dog. He already started.
Get out of here.
Yeah, he's already started.
Yeah, half of the people at my job didn't show up yesterday.
No shit.
No, he's already started. He's already started.
You think they just booking? You think they booking early before it really pops?
Yo, you ain't got no driver's license and you ain't pulled over, your ass is gone.
Yo, they're not playing. That's for
dog. I'm telling you right now.
Playing.
I'm telling you right now.
They're not playing, yo.
I'm not playing. Yo, if you
the police really want them. The police is happy.
You cannot prove. You got, listen, let me tell you an instance. Right now, I know a guy that works for an AC company, and he said his immigration papers was on back order. You get that work visa. He reapplied. He said the backlog was so long that the company had to lay him off because they scared now.
Right.
They scared now. So I'm telling you, this dude is already on that shit. Trust me. He ain't playing. He ain't playing.
Bitcoin's up right now too.
Hey, listen.
Everything's up. Stony stock market up too. You notice that too?
Yeah, Bitcoin's at an all-time high right now. Man.
No, stock market's up too, though.
Yeah, stock market too.
Yo, big time. Yo, everything. No bullshit.
Oil better go down. I know that.
Yo, let's see if the prices of gas and everything start dropping. Yo,
it is. Listen, this shit was all a plan.
It was a plan. There you go. I was about to say,
up, man.
Yeah, this was a setup. This was a plan from the beginning.
I don't want to talk too much because niggas spot I ain't fucking with it too much.
Yeah, they're coming on.
Yeah, let me get off of here before y'all start talking about all that.
Yeah, I'm not even in all of that. We don't even, to tell you the truth, no bullshit. We don't talk politics on this show like that. We don't even fuck with that like that. Like, it is what it is. Since the whole shit was going on, we never mentioned not one thing about that shit.
Nah, so, I get it.
It's sports and other shit that we would like talk about. But yo.
Yeah. He on his shit though.
I'm gonna just keep laughing about that, Pop. Just the way you say he's on that.
Look it up when we get off the show.
I'm gonna look it up. So before we go, thanks for everybody who's. Thanks. Go ahead, Joe.
In Ummer's Corner, I was born officer. Ummer's Corner.
So
real quick, families from Portugal, get him out of here. Yo, look like he could pass one of them Cape Verdeans down Douglas Square, right?
Real quick. When Suckers come home on Tuesday and homeboy, he ain't on the team no more. The Cape, what the fuck we good?
Yo, y'all are terrible.
Let me give out my best bet.
Yo, we about to do that. Yeah. Let's give the best bet. You guys went too far today. Go ahead.
There's people out there waiting for me to talk. They waiting for me to give them the best bet. They trying to make money, man. They're not trying to We're trying to get money right now. Take the Rams tomorrow night. You could take them on the money line, or you could take them -2.5. It don't even matter. They're gonna spank the Dolphins tomorrow. But the bet that I made was Rams on the money line, just straight win. So take the Rams tomorrow night. I had Detroit tonight also, -3. It was 3.5, but it went. I bought the 0.5 point, brought it down to -3. But take the Rams tomorrow night. My best bet to end the week: Rams money line tomorrow night.
Perfect.
Are they playing in Miami?
They playing in LA.
Okay, I like the Rams too. Then.
You got any parlays or any best bets though before we exit?
Nah, I just got the money line tomorrow, Miami.
Sounds good. Rams. Sounds good. So yeah, people, thanks for coming through. Everybody on the Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube side of things, man. We appreciate you guys coming through and hanging in. We'll see you guys again on Thursday. It's Parlay with us. We out. Peace.
God to make moves, doobie don't snooze, it's on your back, cause they hate you, dog break through, son get through.